Well, so Mama V is here. Mama V, how are you? How was your weekend?
Maury. It's good. Lots of work, but you know, we're alive. We live for that, don't we? Why? That's funny.
You look good.
Thank you.
I like you. Please, you can get interactive. We have a WhatsApp platform, so it's going to be on the screen very soon. And so
only text.
No text.
Send
please,
us a text message.
We have
today.
great data, so don't worry at all. Please give us a lot more of your WhatsApp messages on our phone, and we'll be grateful. We'll read a couple of them for you. The WhatsApp will be on your screen very soon. If it's not on the screen, I will not go continuing doing the newspapers. Please, WhatsApp is there. Send us. We have data, a lot of data. Mama V, so we have to start with the Ghanaian Times. It's not a good story. Just look at the Ghanaian Times.
Ghanaian Times newspaper, front page, tidal waves cause havoc. One died, 1,068 people displaced in Volta Central region. Some residents counting their losses after salvaging their belongings. And this picture, or the pictures on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, Ketsi City FM, some of the wrecked boats at Elmina Beach. That picture also taken by David Yaboy Tete on the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Thanksgiving service held for Major Mahama. Also another headline, public officials failed to declare assets according to the audit service. Let's start off with this very heartbreaking story of tidal waves, and this is, you know, like an annual cycle. This happens each time. Or each year, really. Story says that tidal waves on Saturday hits the coastline of some towns in the central and Volta regions, killing one person and submerging 178 houses, while displacing more than 1,068 people. Kwame Hagan, who is 52, was reported to have drowned in the sea as he attempted to move the canoes to a safe site. 3 others were, however, saved from drowning by the intervention of other fishermen around at the time. So this gives detailed accounts of how things unfolded in the central and central regions. Students urged to lead campaign against lawlessness, also another story here. But let's quickly go back to page 16 in the paper. No, that will be fast forward to page 16 rather. Roland, I don't have page 16 in the paper. Okay,
maybe the way this one was arranged.
Oh, 16 is 12.
Maybe
15, 12.
Yeah, the way it was arranged. Yes.
Okay, my interest is this story. All public office holders, both past and current, who have not yet declared their assets or property owned by or liability owed them, whether directly or indirectly, are to declare them immediately. Failure to do so or make false declarations shall be in contravention of the 1992 Constitution. The Ghana Audit Service, in a press statement on Friday, reminded all public office holders who have not complied with the legal requirement to do so without further delay. The statement, which was signed by the Director of Communications, Joseph Gunian, copied the Ghanaian Times, said Article 286 of the 1992 Constitution mandates all public office holders to submit to the Auditor General written declaration of all property or asset owed by or liabilities own them, whether directly or indirectly, before taking office at the end of every 4 years and at the end of the term of office. Back page of the Times stars route Ethiopia in AFCON 2019 opening qualifier. Oli crashed at home. Benedict will be here to give us more sporting details. We know the best sprinter of our time did his last home run. He's going to retire sometime in August this year. I'm talking about Usain Bolt. And then Nadal also got a perfect 10.
Yeah. And he's
Roland Garros
been
winner,
perfect on clay.
He's made it like 10 decades.
Wow.
He's a winner 10 times. Incredible. Overall, he's got 15 Grand Slams, only second to Federer, who's got 18.
I'm sure he's going to overtake Federer ultimately.
I doubt.
I think so.
I doubt.
Because
I doubt. In the women's final on Saturday, the winner is a 20-year-old. In fact, she turned 20 last Thursday, and she's not seeded. This is like a fresh girl.
You see, huh?
Yeah, it was incredible.
She's now a new entrant into that world of professional tennis.
She's actually number 47.
47.
Number 47. Now, Roland, and this is her first final, actually. Grand Slam final, and then she won. They will bring you playbacks when Benedict joins us on the French Open. That's what we're talking about right now.
You can see that the way she passionately talks about tennis, she's a tennis fan. Definitely.
Yeah, I am. I love all the Grand Slams.
Right. Okay. So let's do the Ghanaian Times. We've got
the Daily Graphic.
The Daily Graphic. We have on the front page, Danger Obuasi snail seller arrested. And you have a picture there of apparently the lady who raised false alarm that led to the murder of Major Mahama. We're told that she's the one who said a real to the
allegedly
to the assemblyman. Allegedly,
because that could be like some cooked story.
Yeah, sure. Akosia Techua, aka Mami Bono, allegedly. One village, one dam to stand after rainy season, according to Vice President. But the main story on the front page is $7 billion needed to revive real sector. $7 billion. All right. GANSAT to be deployed into orbit in July. This one is interesting. So I'll go to page 59. 59. And page 59 just has a story about... page 59. I got it. It says, after a successful launch of Ghana's first satellite, GANSAT, on June 1, 2017, Florida, in the United States of America, the country's first space technology is set to be deployed into orbit tentatively on July 6 or 7 this year. And this Ketsi Nachuru, who designed GANSAT, proud of being Ghanaians, and we're told that they are affiliated to the All Nations University College here in Ghana. It's led by Dr. Samuel Donko, which has an inside deep into the milestone. Will join Ghana's ambassador to Japan. Charlie. We have to celebrate these people. Ghana's first satellite. We're joining Nigeria and the rest of Africa.
What would it do for us?
Satellite is used for many things. Improve communications. It could be.
There's one in my village. I wonder.
No, you're talking about a dish.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about satellite that goes into orbit. It's serious business stuff. Sorry, Nigeria.
Yeah. That's our priority right now. Just asking.
On the back page. Tennis lovers. Stars routed Ethiopia 5-0 at Babanyara. And the story is filed by Daniel Kenu from Kumasi. It's on the back page. And my man, the is there. And then we're told, Ghanaian media is trying to create a certain controversy. When Asamoah was leaving, he had this a customized Unbond. And when Dede was going to take over, he went to take another one that didn't have his name. And people said because they have a rivalry or something. But you can see them celebrating together.
People just try to make news where there's no news.
Yeah, they should just leave the young men alone.
Yeah,
let them enjoy their peace.
I agree. You're through with the graphic?
I'm through with the daily graphic. I wanted to do quickly the daily guide,
okay,
if you don't mind. It has on the front page, NDC bribes Rollins with cake. And then we're told that a cake was cut at an event, a rally
event.
That's
the 25th anniversary of the NDC, the National Democratic Congress. We've got a series of activities, actually, to mark the...
And climax with that one, right? Okay, and so we're told that... Rollins stated in Chi, today these people are trying to pamper me. A statement which attracted a lot of laughter from the crowd. The cat sword in his honor. I think that's a good thing as well. We have shake-up in police service, and the media has been buzzing, especially social media, etc. with...
shake-up, is it not just one person? Or there's... I heard Safe's Arthur.
Yeah, but I think there were a number of... I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Shake up. And
okay, maybe that's the most famous.
And is it Superintendent Arthur is now heading Legon Police Station?
It's Legon, I think.
It's Legon. Is that the obscure and you know the Quadringa? No.
Really?
Yes.
What's the difference? I think he knows, and every police officer
apparently
knows.
He's not the only one. We're told that Kwesi Fore he took over for Kwesi Fore. Okay. Other transfers are now is ACP John Oredu, the second in command in the Upper East region, who moves to the police hospital to be in charge of administration. And we have others as well. So good one. There's a picture there of one ACP Mohammed Hussein in Suraji. I know him very well. And
so can you verify where Sefasata is going to?
Oh, Legon Police Station.
It's Legon. You keep saying Legon. I know it's East Legon. Is it East Legon?
East Legon.
Okay, we wish him well, by the way.
Legon.
But I was just saying that police officers know that shake-up is just, we call it shake-up.
Yeah, but it's normal.
Reassignment is part of their work.
Yeah.
And it can happen at any time.
East Legon. Transfer to East Legon. Charlie. it's a nice one. So those are the stories we have.
Let's do the Finder. I've got the Finder newspaper, front page of the Finder. Intensify Europa advocacy. President Akufo-Addo urges Ghanaians in USA use Mahama's death to end impunity. That's a message from Vice President Dr. Bawumia. NDC inconsistent with its values. That's according to Rollins. 30,000 cocoa farmers to benefit from hand pollination technique. These are the front page headlines. Just bits and pieces of some of the headlines. President Akufo-Addo has asked Ghanaians abroad to intensify their advocacy power to get the Electoral Commission to comply with the Representation of the People's Amendment Act, ROPA, which was passed back in 2006. He explained that under the Constitution, it is only the EC that can make it happen. The president made the statement while addressing the Ghanaian community at a town hall meeting at the New York University in United States of America. You can continue to read the rest of his statements in the paper. 63 suspects rounded up over lynching of alleged witch. Story says the Bolgatanga Police Command in the Upper East region has arrested 63 suspects in connection with the lynching of a 67-year-old woman at a Penlugu market who was accused of being a witch. The suspects were expected to be screened at an identification parade later yesterday to ascertain the actual killers. The 63 were picked up in a swap on Saturday at Palungu and Tindongo and are currently in the custody of the police. Yemboka Kena, age 67, was accused of witchcraft by some residents of the area and was sent to the chief of Palungu. His name is given here, who later discharged her of not being guilty, but she was subsequently lynched on the night of Sunday, 28 May, at the Palungu market by some irate persons in the area. And in Songo's voice, anybody who took part in this lynching, fire burn all of you. Okay, let's fast forward page 16 in the Finder. MTN vehicle and asset tracker Roland 8 in arrest of car thieves. That's good news. It says police in Chirepone in the northern region with support from information provided by an MTN vehicle and asset tracking device have arrested 2 men for stealing an MTN Nissan hardbody pickup from Tamale. According to the driver of the vehicle, who is an MTN key account controller based in Tamale, he woke up at about 2 a.m. To realize that his Nissan pickup had been stolen, and then they used the information provided by the company to track the vehicle down. That's good news. This story also here, dozens displaced at tidal waves ravaged Katu communities. Hundreds have been displaced in Keta and Ketu South in the Volta region in what is the latest tidal waves that have hit the regions. Houses were submerged and properties destroyed in the latest incidents as residents wailed and called for government's intervention. There are other stories in the paper, but that will be it for the headlines that I'm taking a look at in the Finder. Roland?
We have the Daily Dispatch newspaper next. It says Jerry Rawlings attacks critics. Kunedu and myself are not corrupt. Ghana mourns Major Mahama, and we have key findings in Greater Accra and Central regions. Back page, you have some pictures there. NIB also donated medical equipment to Ghana forces, etc., etc. And the next paper we'll be looking at is the Business and Financial Times.
All right, the BNFT this morning, banks warm up to agric financing. They say government is sending the right signal. Also on the front page of the paper, government explores possible airport sites in Western region. So key headlines in the BNFT back page. Unicredit posts impressive 2016 financial performance. There are other headlines in the paper though. But that'll be it.
And that'll be it for the newspapers this morning. We have to go to the online portals and look at myjoyonline.com and look at the stories featured on the main page or the home page, etc.
All right.
See
in the meantime,
what we can do.
Let's do our
in the
little
meantime,
money
though,
moments.
right.
Where we contribute 20 Ghana cedis.
20 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Please do this,
To our money box.
We know.
And the day Roland will say, "Oh, Mama vi monko, I'll pay for you."
That's all.
When is the day coming?
I used to do that when it was 10, but this one, dear Charlie.
I'm sure we've got some messages also to share with you. Keep those messages coming through. And send text messages to 0508-263-8881. Text messages to the number as well. Let's do the online review, myjoyonline.com. DVLA hints of higher fees for new driver's license. The DVLA has revealed new driver's license expected to come into force from July 18 will cost more to obtain. Al Smith, okay, that's Gary. Avoidable Jan Unbond saga shows stars emotional unintelligence. That's a piece from Gary Al Smith on what Roland raised about the Unbond, customized, not customized, whatever it is that's going on. You can read and update yourself.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with it because the day you saw that the Unbond has a picture of, it was customized for Asamoah. There's nothing wrong with that. So when he's going, he says, go give me another Unbond because it's not mine. Why do you wear somebody's armband on yours? Somebody, when you have a picture there, are you celebrating him or what are you doing? You're said to be.
I think most of us are petty.
Yeah, because
and we're also ignorant.
Because look, no matter what happens,
this is not an
we
issue.
have politics in every sphere of our endeavor. Even in the office, we have a lot of politics.
Everywhere. So right now.
Yeah. Even between you and I, we have a lot of politics on board. Charlie, I don't know why people want to make a big deal out of this, but let's go on, Mama.
Let's move on and do other headlines on My Joy Online. Energy Bank boss urges women CEOs to mentor females. That's a good call. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Energy Bank Ghana, Christiana Oloaye, has urged women executives to mentor and inspire young females to help shape society.
I like her.
Hopefully they get time to do that.
Woman.
Political pundits eats book on live TV after going wrong on UK poll results. Story says Matthew Goodwin, a British author and political expert, was in a dicey situation when his prediction on the Labour Party's share in the polls
reminds me of Ghana.
Yeah. I listened to that was another pundit there say Theresa May is there was this term that they used. I'll try and recall. And I was like, hey, if it was in Ghana, like the way people will put things on it.
I think that was a former British minister.
Like Walking Dead or something. What's that? There's this phrase.
Is a Walking Dead or something?
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Right there. No, this one, he's not even like a pundit too.
No,
this was George Osborne.
Oh, George.
Yes, exactly. And I say, hey, Charlie, say something like that about an official in Ghana or even the president, and you see how people descend on you.
You won't go scot-free.
Okay, WAEC to look into reports BC questions were set outside syllabus. Is it the same thing that's happening with, remember the law exam? Maybe the students should have boycotted across the country. There should have been an action like that. But now that they've written the paper, I wonder what. But
some of them will pass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or they're intelligent enough to pass.
No, definitely. Okay, let's move on. Hot photos. Super Morning Show host Kojo Yankson turns 38. You can catch up with some of the pictures. President committed to transforming Muslim communities. That's according to Vice President Dr. Baumia. He said the Akufo-Addo-led administration will do all it can to raise the living standards of Muslims in the country. One fear dead in Cape Coast tidal wave disaster. And this is a conversation that comes up every year, Roland. I wonder what we can do to stop it. To stop having the same conversation.
See defense walls, my brother. You go to elsewhere in the world, especially the United States of America and elsewhere in Europe. I mean, buying properties along the coast is one of the most expensive ventures you can ever undertake. Okay? So you have areas in Miami, etc., and they have these luxurious hotels and landscapes. and high-rise buildings, etc. We use our shorelines to dissipate the very communities that tend to live on that as their livelihood.
It's sad.
We don't just prioritize what we should do. I mean, what do you think? And even building along the coast, if you buy a house there, you should be rich enough to maintain it. Because if you can't maintain it, it means that the saline state or nature of seawater will destroy the building. So it's only those who have enough who want to live along the shores.
Where we
and
are
we,
now,
in our country, we don't build sea defense walls for the very community.
I was just going to say that this is way bigger than the individuals.
No. I'm not talking about the individual. I'm talking about as a country. We need to build. I'm not saying the individuals that made the sea defense walls in the US, etc. No, they didn't. It's a state. The state decided to do that for them, for the communities, so they can live there generations after generations after generations. You ever hear California overtaken by sea? Except in Hollywood films. You never see that in reality. But come to our country. And this is not only in Cape Coast. It's happened the whole of the coast.
Many years ago,
there have been reports in Axim, Elmina, in Keta, in Adina, in Jita, everywhere. In Accra.
Many years ago, I reported from Jita, and it was so sad. And you can imagine, I mean, years on, it's even taken a greater part of the community. Some of them have had to relocate. Some communities have been swallowed completely. You would never think there was human existence there in the past. But that's where we are. We talk about this every year.
We do nothing.
You know, the season would go and it will come and we'll continue to talk about it. It's sad. There are human lives at stake with this.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see how it
goes.
goes.
So more stories on myjournline.com. I never said $2.25 billion bond was issued in dollars. Bank of Ghana.
No, but I want to ask you, why is it that we don't say it in Ghana cedis so that we leave all this confusion behind?
Well,
because why didn't we say that we floated this one times 4? Definitely is going to give us about 5 billion Ghana cedis. So why didn't we say, oh no, it's definitely going to get 9 billion Ghana cedis. Why didn't we say that we floated 9 billion Ghana cedis?
Just to end this whole, because it's in dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, the figure is always given in dollars.
The government of Ghana floated 9 billion Ghana cedi bond. So, you said
2.25 billion.
Yeah. I know that you're selling the bond to a wider market beyond those in Ghana. So you have to make it attractive and say that. Because when you say $9 billion, 9 billion Ghana cedis, and you publish it, let's say, in Time magazine or something like
then
that.
you can do the dollar equivalent.
I think
so. I sat for a recent examination and they said, what was the currency for the bond? And all I could remember was dollar, okay, and that's what I take.
You were lucky.
No, but that would be wrong, right?
The currency for the dollar?
Yeah.
For the bond?
Yeah, it's cedis, isn't it?
No.
Even though the figure is given in dollars. See, that's the confusion.
No, but if you go to the Bank of Ghana website,
they
write it in dollars.
See? Okay. I don't know where
it may have been floated in cedis.
Yeah.
But if you read literature even from the central bank, it's
quoted in dollars. Okay, whatever. This will definitely not end here. So let's do CFMonline.com.
You got to that one.
And then when with BBC, did I? I don't know. I didn't want to look back.
Yeah, you can't look back because you've passed that stage. That's why. I mean, let's move on too.
No. But if I meet this question again, how would I answer it?
It means that you didn't read wide enough. Or perhaps maybe, perhaps we should have waited enough.
You are confused.
I am not confused.
Okay, so what denomination? No, what currency? Give me a straight answer.
What currency? Oh, US dollar.
Is it?
Yeah. Because from the communication, you go to the Bank of Ghana website. I've gone to you go and read about it.
Then I was right then.
Yeah, you should be. So when you have the clarifications from the Bank of Ghana officials, they kind of are miscommunicating. I mean, that's my point I'm trying to say.
All right. Roll, City.
So we have, we'll put Nanado on his toes. Well, if you're already not doing that. And that's the minority leader, Harry Nigerian.
I like the face they gave him.
And other agencies, easy avenues for corruption, attributed to Case Hayford. And then we have over 1,500 displays by tidal waves at Blekusu in Ketu South. And we have Black Stars Hammer, Ethiopia 5-0 in AFCON 2019. Let's go up. Now we have when the military passed the rarest test of democracy, meaning that they didn't go and ransack the community, etc.
Oh, they should give us a break. Listen, this is, I think that the military is in a good place in our hearts and they should maintain it. I mean, big ups to them. If they had not gone to the community a day after, the things used in lynching the late military officer would probably
because
would have
the police
been
just didn't
something.
take
Police didn't care what means whoever died.
Until there was hue and cry about
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Until it was revealed that, oh yeah, this
Ghana
is a military.
police.
Even that, they didn't even rush to the scene to go and collect the things that were used in. So give the military a big break. Let's hail them. They did the good thing.
I'm even surprised they didn't ransack the community.
So Michael in Brekum is certainly
war,
watching the show, and he's come to my rescue. He says, former Tory Chancellor George Osborne described Mrs. May as a dead woman walking. Yeah. We were watching the same thing, dead woman walking. I was like, hey, say that to some big man being in Ghana today. Like, you see what the opposition or, sitting government would do to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we have Macron party on course. Okay. Macron party on course to achieve a bigger 2/3 majority, we're told.
That's the polls in France. I hear in France they don't fail. It's not like the US and the UK polls. So they've been consistent.
Well, they've been lucky all this time to now.
Is it luck, or maybe the tools that they used is
sometimes the things once in a while can go wrong.
Yeah,
it's happened in US history before. So it's not the first time.
So Theresa May, was she better off with the previous parliament and the numbers she had?
She called for the early election.
Yeah, she did, and she surprised everybody. Yeah. I mean, she came out so strong. She just called for it, and
she just thought that because of Brexit.
And you know the EU, they said we are waiting for you.
Waiting. They don't even want to delay any negotiations. They want to quickly.
Oh my God, this is funny.
This one is interesting, Mama V. It's Gaddafi's son Saif freed in Libya, and
after 6 years.
Muammar Gaddafi's preferred successor is free again after 6 years, but his whereabouts are unclear. And Libya is in turmoil. That's a problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he's going to play a critical role in all this. Because people said they loved the so-called West situation under Gaddafi than the West situation they're facing currently.
I think the West is also suffering also because with all these terrorist attacks, also because Libya is not the Libya in the past. Yeah. So they also having to suffer the effects of their own handiwork.
Was keeping his country in check, apparently.
Yeah. See, sometimes when you are not exposed to what somebody is exposed to, you never know. You sit here somewhere and you think it's easy. You just make your own decisions and there you have it. Right now, they're suffering the effects of that. Mugabe sacks Zimbabwe's chief prosecutor. Oh, we're looking to appoint one. Mugabe is sacking his own. Ethiopia food aid to run out in July. Aid agencies warn possible donor fatigue is putting some 7.8 million drought-hit people at risk. DR Congo jailbreak frees 900 inmates. 11 people die as militants raid a jail in DR Congo, freeing more than 900 inmates. That's according to officials. International probe into Congo massacres. That's another headline there. Funeral for lynched Ghana soldier. Okay, so we made the headline again because the BBC definitely covered the story. Okay, there are lots more stories of interest.
But we shouldn't forget, the BBC is covering a lot more Ghana because now they have correspondents that they keep constant touch with locally. So
and
they've always had, though, but...
Yeah, and we know that they like some specific stories.
Yeah, this one is quite negative enough. Right?
Yeah, definitely. I can tell you what other story will make the headlines.
Like Ghanaians who are barbaric.
There's a story about
people.
An alleged witch who was lynched. Be sure
make
that
a headline on the BBC,
like such a story.
Even though in Ghana.
Yeah. All right, let's read some text messages, but just before we run off.
I get it.
Nana Saribediako will be doing sports today on the show. This one says, I always enjoy your programs every day. Well, we thank you. I want to congratulate our Black Stars for winning the game yesterday, and I wish them the best. Moses Sosu from Agbozoma in the Volta region. Ethiopia, is Ethiopia like a strong team? They are measuring them by the kind of teams that
I think 2 years ago, judging by what they played, I don't think, or perhaps maybe we were stronger. Because if you look at the results from over the weekend, we had shocking losses for Nigeria. We also had one for
Egypt. I think South Africa for the first time
Egypt
in a competitive game beats Nigeria.
Egypt, and then also for Côte d'Ivoire. So it's not something we have to belittle. Yes. And there were teams.
Hang on.
They were scored by teams that Ghana could also not thump, but also have an edge over. So we have to say.
So congratulations to them. They did a good job.
They did a good job, especially coming on the heels of the fact that
captaincy of who?
The customized Unbond,
Andre Dedeayo.
And then Andre Dedeayo deputized.
He led them.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Andre Dedeayo.
That's my guy, man.
Champion guy.
Damn, whatever anybody says about Unbond, we don't care about that. So Justine is asking, what has happened to your first quarter contribution? Okay, well, you missed. We did our calculations. We had an expert in here to help us. And then Roland is saving towards a holiday. So, we were led. Now we put it
it's
in
local, because this one cannot buy plane tickets. Local.
So fixed deposits?
So I'm going to a monkey sanctuary, a waterfall.
Monkey sanctuary is where? It's,
we have one in Wabi Fiema.
Yes.
We also have some in the Volta region. So I'll choose between one.
Okay.
Between the two. And then I'll sleep in Royal Senchi.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. I just need to top up a little.
Considering we made almost 500 the last time. Yeah.
And this one we're doing double of it.
So, and you've saved it, so you make a little profit on it. Charlie, we will get there.
Well, good morning to you. Is it ASP Albert Delacha, who is the MTTD commander for Isiodar? Good morning to you, and thanks for all your support for us, for saying that we do good with our little money moment, and it encourages a lot more people in your community and the places you've served to save. Thank you very much.
All right, good morning to you, Alaji Abu. I hope you're well. And Mr. Tete, who's the head of administration at Konfanochi, welcome to Accra. Yeah.
He's been posted to Accra.
No, he's not. He's just here on some little short business. He will be back in Kumasi.
I thought he's been posted. We're taking a break. When we come back, Asari Bediak will be here with sports. Please, do stay on.